That was just their like, share, and subscribe. I was checking out on the YouTubes in Brazil. They had a Jimmy Kimmel like show, and on the show they interviewed some flat earthers, and it was interesting. They didn't make fun of them. There was a bit of laughter pretty early on, but it was really nervous laughter. So I was got me curious to what they were actually saying. So about halfway through, I started to record it and get it translated, and I had to watch a shit ton of ads to get all these. So you people that better enjoy these. So I'll read a couple and I'll play some because the translator makes some of them funny as well. But it was just I'll just kind of follow along. It was pretty interesting.
Being he's flat, what's the interest? I was going to lie to everybody. Didn't go around the corner, buy a cigarette on the moon.
We didn't fly around on a cigarette to the moon and around the moon, I guess.
Practically a doctor of slavery that they find over humanity to have more control as they say knowledge is power, so they don't tell knowledge of the truth so that they have the monopoly on the exploitation of our state dependent on this hierarchy, the liars who are the liars.
There we go. That sounds about right.
Except that the world is round and it does not interfere with the faith that they have God and the trust that they are created by God, and it does not interfere with round creationism, and God created the round world, and I am all that you are saying that I am on flat earth. I am in the world owns who talks to fries with the cell.
Who talks to fries with the cell? Okay, sometimes it doesn't work exactly, but you get kind of the idea of what they're saying.
They don't want you to know that the earth is flat. They want you to think the earth is round. They would be the United States and the empire as it grew. This power control would always exist in the consortium, a pyramid, right? People above that retains more knowledge about the real issues of our world, and that's beneficial for, I explained, right, by the control of the population itself as then historically right.
Say that again, brother.
It was already figured it all out, so I gave up. There are atheists who don't believe in God who believe. At the forefront of what we don't lie to you, the earth is flat, okay, it's true, revealed the front of the world for you to see how far. And will stay in this Cold War. United States and Russia were enemies. They signed together. The Antarctic Treaty is in the same position to this day. They are part of the account of the matter is dealt with.
I think Flat Earth's in good hands. So I like this, like Aristotle knew long before that. Aristotle's plot was a part that had two models. Claimed the Earth was round, but he was the one that Aristotle claimed. Oh, this part. The stake had been carried back from since Aristotle and Pythagoras, and then there you will say what that old. Okay, it's hard to.
The mistake has been carried from the back since Aristotle d Pythagoras, and then there you will say what that old.
And then there you will say that old. It was actually kind of tough to say. See, she pulled it off though.
Cool, very good. When we give one on camera, we can pull the boat again.
I think he's talking about pulling the boat back into view with a P900.
If you understand the behavior of light and refraction on the flat earth model, it bends down just like waiting happens on a road, later a car, a bridge. There will be more for you to see, a bicycle.
Yeah, he's talking about my favorite refraction there. Oh, yeah.
That takes a lot of people in researching more about the donation of the screen by Olavo de Carvalho himself for an experiment done by Bruno Wright, and this exactly visualizing a boat right.
So I think he's just talking about an experiment that these guys did themselves. Olavio and Bruno were using a boat and driving away and just bringing it back in with the camera. Experimentation, hey.
Globe below the curvature, and you can see the whole city being completely hidden, or this has no explanation in the model of the globe before roasting.
And the model of the globe before roasting. So I think he's talking about Josh Nowicki's photo in that part.
A lot of people like that. I even had friends who came to ask me about it, and I give the answer they didn't know how to refute, got angry, and it ended.
So not much changes over borders depending on what country you're from.
A lot of people like it. I even had friends who came to ask me about it, and I give the answer they didn't know how to refute, got angry, and it ended.
Yeah.
The answer you gave that they didn't have about Water City, about gravity, talking about clip.
I like this. So even in this show, like they took it serious, like an interview, and they showed memes, like a bunch of memes during it, and they all laughed at them.
Show the eclipse memes, how it works according to the flat Earth model.
Yeah, so later on they show a bunch of memes. It's really, it's handled way differently than we do by, North American media.
Only plan I have to win your heart.
I think so the guitarist or the lead guy from the band, he was getting a bit upset, and a couple times he accuses the guys, and it's kind of interesting.
They are never right if they meet two engines to make every move, but the sun and moon meet at full moon, they are always. Yes, and theoretically no, some experiments show that the sun may be doing bodybuilding and height issue. Actually, who believes in the flat model believes in an electric earth.
The sun may be doing bodybuilding and have height issues. Well, it ain't 93 million miles away, so that would be a start.
About the plane, it opens in a matter of Capricorn, Capricorn's tropic spiral, and closes the Tropic of Cancer. Human being people who didn't have a minimum of knowledge so research, so they usually imagine even the plant like that. No.
Just, yeah, we imagine the planet because cartoons tell us so. Oh, I like this one too.
Our ego, and actually we have to laugh together, have to have another where.
Swallow our egos and we're able to laugh together. Oh, I like this part too.
What is your profession that you do?
That was obviously the host.
I'm a journalist.
The first guy's a journalist, and then I didn't catch the one guy in the middle because it was really hard to pick up.
I'm an electrical technician. I'm at work with mock-up electronics researcher writer.
So that was two guys together, obviously. One's a researcher.
If it is denser than the hydrogen-helium gas balloon, there are theoretical attempts to explain the falling of bodies, then missing which object falls. Gravity is an attempt until time. It is not the fact is that gravity in others, it is that entropy has a sun. With the Brazilian talks about island effect, so you have countless attempts to explain the fall of the bodies.
I'm glad I let her read that one. Oh yeah, this is our old buddy.
There is a pulling force down.
We've heard that one.
Why would you rather believe these few minor theories that say the earth is flat?
Why would you rather believe these few minor theories?
Why would you rather believe these few minor theories that say the earth is flat?
That was kind of an accusing question from a member of the band.
Reproduced, empirical, observed, measured. The density is exactly if it follows the scientific method. Gravity, she gets just the theory.
And that was the answer, which is pretty awesome.
You guys so trying to make money out of it, no problem. I've been listening to this for 5 years.
It was another member of the band, and then somebody talks about this Danilo Gentilio and how, and everyone got really tense. It was interesting when they asked.
Danilo Gentili wants to talk to you guys. Come on, why not?
He must be like an Alex Jones, I'm guessing, type character. Oh crap! How did it? Oh no, it wasn't very fun. Oh, that's a fun one. No. So it went all the way to the bottom. By the way, at one point the host chanted "fight" and the crowd chanted with them because they were in a disagreement. Kind of this part. Oh yeah, I like that.
Stuck like a pear what?
Like a pear what?
Stuck like a pear what?
Stuck like a pear what? So I don't know what the deal is with my screen, but anyway. It really wants me to be done with this shit apparently. But I'm not quite done, but it's maybe not going to allow me. All right, I'm using my old phone, and I'm pressing on it, and it's being extremely.
Jay Martins and Ricardo Bruno Alves City, they are doing the first Flat Earth Brazil convention, the first of Brazil.
And that was the main point of it, anyway. I guess I'm done since this thing's being crappy, and that's not cool. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys this. I thought it was super fun.
The modern globe, nobody can go there to space. The guy has to pay $1 billion today.
All right, anyway, that'll be it for now. That was just a like, share, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed.